Hey, aloha and welcome. Am I on live? I hope I'm on live. Let me just. Bear with me, people. I got some shit to talk about. Just making sure I'm on Facebook. I set it up, but. Facebook, are we there? Aloha, people, and welcome. The backseat quarterback. This is Brother Richie. I just want to get right into it. Couple things, two things today. Aloha, Facebook, YouTube at NotPods, Instagram Live, Brother Richie coming at you live. Two things I want to get into real quick before we even get started. Kickers. What the fuck, kickers? 4 missed extra points, 9 missed field goals this week. This is week 12 of the NFL. Austin Siebert not only missed 2 extra points, the second one was after an 84-yard touchdown pass with 20 seconds left to tie the game, to go into overtime, and you miss the effing extra point. 4 missed extra points this week. You know, football players, real men, athletes, risk their life for 60 minutes of game time, 3.5 hours every Sunday. And it comes down to a skinny little fuck that has nothing to do with anything. Never has to make a tackle, never has to throw a pass, never has to catch a pass, never blocks, never gets tackled. Has one job. Comes down to the field goal. And, and I'm a true believer, don't leave it to that. Don't leave it on the officials. Don't leave it up to a kicker. Play better. Don't come down to the end of the game. But if you do, you're counting on a skinny little fucking guy. Has nothing to do with it. It's so aggravating. And you know what, too? Get the goalposts from here to here. Then see how much we want to be kicking. I don't care. I don't know if Facebook is having issues. Key frame rate too low. That's the first thing. I do remember was classic. Was on Rich Eisen's show. Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Seinfeld originator. And Rich Eisen's all, so Larry David, you're the new commissioner of the NFL. What's your first move? Oh, really? Really? Well, you know what I'm going to do? Take away the goalposts. And I'm just like, yes. So why these kickers have anything to do with the game? They're not football players. And it's so true. You know what? We can change the name to feet ball because you run a lot, or we can call it arm ball because you throw a lot. Kicking should not be a part of it. Get it out. Totally agree. That's number one, kickers. Number two, I just want to start with this week, and then we'll get into week 12. This is week by week, game by game, year to year, decade to decade. A balanced run, pass, attack. You run the ball 50% of the time, you win. You throw the ball 65% of the time, you lose. They talk about analytics. There's some analytic now where they get this shit where if you're down 2 touchdowns, you're down 14 and you score, you go for 2. Bullshit. It's idiotic. I'll tell you what's not. I've been following this shit for years. Winning teams right here. 51.2% this week, they run the ball. Losing teams right here, this is every game. 65.3% of the time they pass and they lose. And it's obvious. Why can't they figure this shit out? That's why in my intro it says, how are we smarter than these guys? Unless it's just that rigged. You know, I might want to get into that too. Maybe that is why I'm here, to throw light on this shit. Because you know, when Vegas is involved, and when FanDuel and DraftKings and BetESPN and Caesars, when they say, hey, we're going to get in bed with the NFL. Huh? Wow. I don't want to learn more. Too low FPS. Whatever, bro. So, you know, and I talk about the run pass balance. I'm trying to figure out Facebook Live, meet the following, keyframe, whatever, bro. I don't know if I'm live on Facebook or not. I'll figure this shit out later. Seems so. Let's just look at some key running backs. I need help, by the way. I need a producer that can figure out. I need someone to help me out with social media. I need somebody. I own notpods.com, WordPress. I need somebody, high school kid even, you know, just help me out with that. I need help. So, you know, this is in the infancy stage. Might be a little herky-jerky, but the content is there. It's just, I keep getting this, hey, your pixels are too high on your Facebook or something. I don't know if I'm live or not, but I know I am on Instagram and YouTube. Stud bell cow running backs that need minimum 18 to 20 carries, up to 25, 30 carries a game in losses. Najee Harris, 16 carries for Pittsburgh. DeAndre Swift had 13 carries, and your rookie quarterback's throwing the ball 48 times. Talk about floose it up. I got 5 new nicknames we're going to talk about later. Floose it up is one of them. Jonathan Taylor, 11 fucking carries. No wonder you're not scoring points. The best running back in the league, one of them, gets 11 carries. Ramondre Stevenson, a beast for New England with a rookie quarterback. 8 rushes. They threw the ball 38 times and ran it 21. The guy's a bowling ball. Get on the ball and say set hut and give it to your running back 25 times. See what happens. Joe Mixon, 14 rushes for Houston. CMC, 11 carries. I don't know. Is he not healthy? With your backup quarterback. James Conner, 7 mother effing carries. And you don't score a touchdown. Do you wonder why? I don't want to do action. Get off me. So that's just the beginning. Let's get into it. This is your backseat quarterback.
Motherfucker. Tell me, please. How the hell is it that me and Raz and Woos and Easy and Arby and Eric and Alika and all of my friends and most of you listening out there, how the hell is it that we are smarter than these coaches that make $10 million? What are we doing here? I don't know. Sometimes smells a little fishy. Week after week, Sunday after Sunday. It's like a broken record. If it's a Tuesday, high noon Hawaiian time, then it is time for me, your backseat quarterback, Brother Richie.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, people. Live studio audience. This is Brother Richie coming at you. high noon Hawaiian time from the middle of the Pacific Ocean. This is your backseat quarterback. Just talking about mostly all the dumb shit that these guys that run the NFL pull on us. Either we're smarter than them, or the shit's rigged or something. I don't know. And I don't know if I really want to get into the riggedness of it, because I have a theory that if it is rigged, I mean, you can't pay multimillionaires really, and guys that really want to win, but you sure can say, hey, I know where your kid goes to junior high. I know your address. I know what car you drive. So this is what's going to happen. Jimmy Chainsaw. I don't want him knocking on my door. But when I say it smells fishy, bro, I live in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I know fishy. Let's get into it. First of all, I just want to know whose brilliant idea it is to have 6 fucking teams on a bye in week 12 and 6 teams on a bye in week 14. Whose brilliant idea was that? I don't talk about fantasy football much. I mean, it sucks when your guy runs down to the 1 and gets tackled. I will bring that up. But even as a fan, it's getting toward the end of the year. It's the playoff run. It's the end of fantasy football. And you have 2 out of the last 3 weeks with 6 teams on a bye. You know? There were weeks earlier. I don't know. It's somewhere. Earlier weeks was like 4 teams, 2 teams, 2 teams, 0 teams in week 9. Week 10 has 2. Week 11 has 4. Week 12, 6. Week 13, 0. Week 14, 6. I mean, unless there's some great reason because Taylor Swift is in concert at the arena. I mean, is there issues with venues or something? Why in the hell would there ever be 6 teams on a bye? And especially in week 14, some teams have to wait till week 14 to get a bye. And the first buys are in week 5. Who wants a bye in week 5? And who wants to wait till week 14? You know, if you go play in Europe, you have an option. You can have the bye the next week or not. They should let all the teams put in when they want the bye and then, you know, do their best to filter through and get them close. It's just crap, bro. Last day of the fantasy football season. Playoffs on the line. And what's happening? 6 teams on bye. Who the hell are they? Let's take a real quick look. On the 6 teams on bye in week 14, the last Baltimore, Lamar and Derrick Henry, Denver, Houston, Indy, New England, and Washington. All on byes, bro. On the last week of fantasy football regular season. That is just crap. So much crap.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
What indeed, Taylor, soccer guy. You know, I hate soccer, but I love that take from that guy. So, yeah, any shout outs, type them in. I will answer your thoughts. Don't know if I can answer your prayers, but I can definitely answer your thoughts. Anybody want to shout out? I definitely need some help getting my name out there. You know, this is going to be my career. It's what I want to do. Sports fan, radio guy my whole life. So anybody can help out with the website and just getting the name out there. Prescribers, followers, YouTube, Instagram. Be part of this team, and I love you all. Brother Richie, coming at you. The backseat quarterback. Only about 12 pages today. For those of you not familiar, just joining, what I do is I watch Red Zone, then I have all the games on my computer, and I just take notes about all the dumb shit they do. like it's 4th and inches and we're in shotgun on a long count. And then our guy jumps and then it's 4th and 6 and we're punting. How about get on the ball and say, set, hut. I pound the table for this. You'll see it wiggle every week. Get on the ball. Do it 15 plays in a row. Set, hut. Set, hut. Set, hut. The O-line is in a sprinter stance. They know exactly what's happening. It's like the blocking sled. I call it the blocking sled scheme, the John Madden, the bowling ball, the sledgehammer, whatever you want to call it. Just give it a shot. First few plays of a game. Maybe you go 10 plays and if you got to punt, you got to punt. You ran some time off the clock. Your defense is well rested. Your O-line is ready to go. Just makes no sense to me. 4th down and inches and we're in shotgun. Now you hand off, it's 4th down and 6. Not to mention you're just blue 82, blue 82. My offensive lineman's legs are burning. I don't care. I don't really want to make this first down. You know, all the shit. And I fucking hate you, NFL, but I love you. I love the NFL. It's a toxic relationship, man. It's a love-hate. But every week, and the expectations are here. And then the games come, and it's just up, way up here. Expectations are high, and it just shatters the roof every week, and we love it. What do we got? Just how about a couple college sayings? How about my Beavs? Thank you. Much needed win over Wazoo. Semi-saved the season, the doldrums, but win a game like that looks a little better. And Deion Sanders, I said he would win 10 games last year. I was 1 year off. I don't know how they lost to Kansas, but explosive offense. He's coming to the NFL. His kid's going to be the #1 pick. Maybe or maybe not coach with him, but that's just a guy. Coach, quarterback, culture, the 3 C's. Because quarterback starts with a C. C-O-R-T-E-R. You bring that guy into your building and it's just a culture changer. Deion, you know, he has moxie. He has the background. He's legit. Yeah, so I got 5 new nicknames. So don't Monken it up, which is for Todd Monken, which is, you know what to do. He's the offensive coordinator for Baltimore Ravens, in case you don't know. To Monken it up. You know what to do, but you just don't do it. Phil Nutty. Anytime touchdown for Thanksgiving. Is it's got to be come on, 26 Lions. Got to be. Why am I having a blank? Got me on the spot. Jahmyr Gibbs, anytime touchdown. Start boozy. I'll see you at Stevenson's. Austin, yes, please. You got sound effects. I love sound effects. Ring the bell. Love you guys. Got some. Just came on. Oh, man. Matt Ryan. Love you guys. My one-time touchdown, anytime touchdown, Jahmyr Gibbs, especially if Montgomery's out. But anyway, I just switched over to my Lula TV for Instagram. I'm seeing thank you guys so much. Austin, Phil, Matt. 4 nicknames. So don't Monken it up. Todd Monken for the Ravens. If you Monken it up, that means you know the right thing to do, but you just don't do it for no apparent reason. Like run the ball 6 times against the Chiefs, or 0 fourth quarter touches for Derrick Henry last week. So that's Monken it up. Now, to floose it up, that's different. To floose it up is to not know the right thing to do it wrong, and then defend what you're doing wrong because you really don't know what the right thing is. I mean, the play before the Hail Mary is key example. A few weeks ago against Washington, or not trying to get a few extra yards when you have 40 seconds and a timeout and kick a 48-yard field goal. Instead of trying to even score a touchdown maybe, or at least get 10, 15 more yards with a timeout left. So that's floose it up, is to not know what to do, but defend what you're doing because you really don't know what to do. Then there's charging, which I thought we were done with it. Charging is just to keep messing up, finding ways to lose. And that's a thing of the past, really. I really believe Harbaugh is getting over that, but that's been a thing for years. Cowboying now is just being terrible. Being terrible. And then levising or levis it up. That just make terrible, stupid decisions. So as we go through today, I might get into some, he really floosed that one up, or he monking that one up, or don't cowboy here. Oh, they're charging. Don't levis that one. So, maybe you get into the social lexicon. Is my job here going to be to unveil, throw light on, and question authority with what's going on? Nah. Like I said, I don't want Jimmy Chainsaw coming. But I've been seeing a lot of good stuff. Ex-players, ex-officials coming out. They're wearing shorts now, especially in college. Here's the leg. Here's the thigh. Here's the knee. They come up to here. Like your full knee. It looks stupid, for one. Should be illegal. I don't know, bro. Sound effects. Oh, yes. Orlovsky. Don't Orlovsky too. That's right, Jack. I can add another one. CJ Stroud did the same shit. Just run out of the back of the end zone. How about some field awareness? There's pocket presence, field awareness. Thank you, Jack. Good one. So shorts are dumb. Look stupid and should be illegal. Get some pads over your knees. Get the pants below the knees, fellas. This ain't fucking soccer. So the first stat I saw, 8 a.m. So over here it's 8 a.m., 11 a.m. Sunday night, 3:15. East Coast, 1 p.m. Very first stat I see, Cooper Rush for the Cowboys threw the ball 55 times last week. Look at it. I got it right here. Dallas, 56 passes, 18 rushes. What do you expect? It's your backup quarterback. See, that's floosing it up right there. Says, oh, I didn't know you're supposed to not run the ball. 56. I think somebody else threw one pass. You cannot do this. It's obvious. 2nd and 1, Dallas. Like second drive of the game. Running the ball, it's funny. Dallas can't run the ball except for when they try, and then Rico Dowdle's not that bad. Averaged like 4.5 yards a carry. And they won. He got 18 carries. So do that math. But it's going great. 2nd down and 1. Then you're going to jet sweep and lose 6 yards. Just when something ain't fixed, why break it? You know what I mean. Red zone, love red zone. Scott Hansen, love, but it can still be a little better. Sometimes right in the middle of a play, or they're replaying a key play in the game, and then they'll just go to another game, and it's maybe waiting around for the extra point. So just get a little bit better red zone. That's all I ask. But do we not love the red zone? Some people, you know, maybe if you have ADHD, it's hard to figure out, but please. Detroit's averaging 34 points a game. I think it's the most since the 99 Rams. Wow, Detroit, just go beat the Swiss. In case you don't know, that's Kansas City's official new nickname for me, mascot. There's no more Chiefs. And the home of the Swifts. Drake May still got to get down, brother. Some take at least one hit. Had the first down, especially if it's third down and it's a key situation, you got to take a hit as one thing. When you already got the first down, just get down. This is the NFL. That means not for long in this league. As what's his name, Jerry Glanville on sound effects. Oh, do I have sound? I need sound effects for the show. I will have sound effects, Matt Ryan, once I get a producer. Like I said, this is the barely sit up before you stand, before you crawl, before you walk, before you run, before you sprint. I'm like fetus right now, and I'm on my way to Usain Bolt. So between fetus and Usain Bolt, it's going to be producer sound effects, producer music, better camera, better content, you know, more people, make money. For now, fetus. Carolina has some fire. Might we have to call Wee Man Little Giant? There's a little giant over here. Shout out to Kevin Geis. Hope you're feeling better, brother. But you know, I've been making jokes about Wee Man. That guy's looking like a, you know, reasonable, functional NFL quarterback. Got some pocket presence. Got some mobility. Doesn't look so small all of a sudden when you're playing better. Dave Canales saving his job. You know, when you got David Tepper, that guy is like the, what's that knife? The Massacles knife or something. Damocles. That's always over here. It's like, oh shit. When's the other foot going to fall? Yeah. Dallas, you can run the ball if you just try. Anybody says you can't run the ball, it's because you don't try. You know, it's a lot better job for offensive linemen to pound off the ball. It's a lot easier and a lot better and more pleasurable job to hit the blocking sled than to, your first step is backwards and trying to stop one of the Bosas or Miles Sanders or Myles Garrett or TJ Watt or back in the day, JJ Watt. Or L.C. Greenwood, or Ted Hendricks. It's a lot easier and a lot more pleasurable and a lot more fun to blow off the ball and pound the guy in front of you instead of try to step backwards and keep this animal off your quarterback. Speaking of O-line, New York Giants, O-line is horrendous. I don't think it's on Danny Dimes. No wonder Danny Dimes had no chance. And then your best player, he's a rookie, Malik Neighbors. Have you heard of him? Because I'm not sure I have. Doesn't get one touch in the first half. You know, guys like him, Tyreek Hill. If you have wide receiver that's great and your quarterback's not that good, what about a jet sweep? What about line him up in the backfield and do a pitch sweep? How about a bubble screen? How about line him up in the backfield and do a middle screen? Can you just get him the ball somehow? 0 touches, 0 targets and a half for your best player. No wonder you suck. Why is it this obvious for us? You know, and I can see in a game maybe freaking out, not calling the right plays, but this is shit you have to think about for all year and all week and all off season, and every single waking moment are these things you can think about and put into your game plan. Aubrey Cowboy 0 for 2 on field goals. Best kicker in the league. Not when you're with Dallas. Saw Bucky Irving had 2 runs down to the 1-yard line. It's just so sucky. I don't talk much fantasy football. Nobody really wants to hear about my fantasy football team. But when your guys just consistently get tackled at the 1-yard line and then somebody else, and then you give it to Hassan Haskins or some Jermaine Jefferson guy instead of Tyreek Hill or J.K. Dobbins or even Gus Edwards. I mean, I know you got to win, coaches, and I know giving it to the guy that they don't expect is one thing. But you have to understand, why is the NFL so popular? Why? You. Oh, because of gambling and fantasy football? Bingo. Exactly. Thank you. Because of gambling and fantasy football. That's why the NFL has had a meteoric rise in the TV standings and in society in general. That's why. It's not because your product is the greatest. It's not. And it's not that there's a whole bunch more fans of teams. There aren't. I'll tell you what, there are 100 million more people watching football because of fantasy football and gambling. So next time you're at the 1-inch line, Jim Harbaugh, just can you think about what makes your money? Can you think about that maybe and just give the ball instead of to Hassan Haskins, maybe J.K. Dobbins, or at least Gus Edwards, please? And that end around to Jermar Jefferson that nobody's ever even heard of. James Jefferson Franklin, Minnesota for Miami, please. Mike McDaniel, can it just be Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle? Thank you. I talk about this a lot. Why does defensive holding on 3rd down and 32 and the plays over here and the guy's holding a receiver over here and has nothing to do with anything and it's a 5-yard penalty, why does it have to be an automatic first down? Doesn't the defense have it tough enough? There's nothing worse. 3rd down and 25 after a sack. And drops back to pass, and the pass has caught it for a 3-yard gain. It's going to be, oh, wait, flag on the play. Illegal contact. He chucked the guy 6 yards down the field. Over here where it has nothing to do with anything. Automatic first down on 3rd down and 25. How about make it even 10 yards, replay the down? And you know what? If a guy is going to burn me for a long bomb touchdown and I tackle him, 10 yards. Doesn't have to be automatic first down. Defense has it tough enough. Can't hardly hit a guy. And you know what? Make the contact 10 yards downfield. Let's change a couple things. I know we need offense for the league, but give the defense a chance. Every fucking 3rd down for the KC Swifts. Defensive pass interference, defensive illegal contact. Hands to the face, offsides, defense, first down. I'm going to say it once, only because it's hilarious, and I'm getting a thread with the fake announcers, and it goes something like this, and, you know, it's pretty sensitive. I don't want y'all hating me, but people that love me. But these guys, and I get it on, I think I get it on Facebook and Instagram, and it's a thread. It's videos. The announcers. And back the pass, and then, and the mighty Mahomo. Oh, you can't touch him. Oh, personal foul for getting in the space of the mighty M. And I just actually cracked up. And I see a lot of these threads about the officials and the Kansas City referees and the Kansas City officials. And, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. And when they don't call at least 5 holdings in the Super Bowl and they don't call one of them, and the number of what's his name, I don't even want to know his name, number 76, I think, and he jumps about half the time and they never call it on them, but they call on everybody else. And he lines up in the backfield. And then the one time they get last year against Buffalo, the one play that they get called back, and because Kadarius Toney was lined up offsides. And Mahomes is ready to beat up an official. It's the worst call I ever saw. What the freaking motherfucking man? Oh, you had one call against you, and it's the right call. What if they called every right call against you? Fucking sick of it. Somebody beat their ass. You know, the Swifties, they had to win the Super Bowl last year to get the fan base in. They're in now. They don't have to win again. And 2, just break up and write that. You know what? If you break up with dumbass Kelsey, break up with him and write an album. I'll buy that album. Fucking sick of it, bro. Jaden Daniels coming back down to earth. Yeah. Could be a thing, you know, where teams get some film on the kind and the second half of the season. Cliff Kingsbury. Happened a lot in Arizona. Great first half of the season. Second half, not so good. Maybe you got to change it up after a few games. But the bombs aren't near as effective. Leaving the pocket early. There's a couple plays where, you know, he's scrambling. 3rd and 8, scramble, not even looking to pass and run out of bounds for a yard gain. Punt time. I need that guy back for the playoffs. And I love what they're doing in Washington, but need the magic back. Can't lose to Dallas, bro. Can't lose 3 in a row. Would have been 4 in a row without the Hail Mary. Nobody expected him to be too good, so it's not that big a deal, but just kind of get your shit together, Washington. Is it just me, or is there a lot more blocked field goals and even punts these last few weeks? We saw how KC blocked that field goal at Denver. It was like 6 guys on one side. Maybe take some notes. Do the Giants even care? It's pathetic. Daboll lost the room. I think that guy's a good coach. But when it's just like you don't even care, you know, Raz had a good one. Brother, Uncle Raz. I think it was him. He said, you know what I would love? When a team sucks like that, how about give half off hot dogs? Give half off parking. I know they won't because they got to make their money, but they don't have enough money. How about just half off shit because our team sucks so bad? I'm spitting mad, bro. Yeah, and then also with Washington, defensive head coach always starts to show in the offense. They just rarely work. Illegal contact, so crap. Make it 10 yards down the field. Doesn't have to be automatic first down every time. You know, Mike Pereira too. The guy that let's go to Mike and see, what do you think? Well, you know, it looks like his toe is down there. Mike Pereira, NFL. Used to be head of officials. He said he butted heads forever wanting to change that rule. And the NFL says, well, you can't just have guys, you know, obviously tackling guys that they're open. Oh, well, it's still 15 yards. You know, INT, 15 yards, automatic first down. Not at the point of the foul. 15 yards. Illegal contact, 5 yards, replay the down. 10 yards. Defensive holding, replay the down. Does not have to be automatic first down. If you're handing off out of the shotgun, it's idiotic. Unless it's meant to be like a screen type shit, or maybe like a draw. But if you're first down, get under center and let your running back have a head of steam when he gets the ball. Unless you're in a draw type situation. Handing the ball off to a stationary running back 6 yards deep makes no sense. Yeah, kickers suck all of a sudden. Even though they're still making 85% of their kicks, but it just seems different. Page 7. This portion of the show is brought to you by Tillamook, Oregon. Read a book. Take a look. Tillamook, the land of cheese, trees, and ocean breeze. And we're back. Speaking of commercials, I don't know how they do it, and I don't even know if they could be this rigged, but 7 games at once, seven commercials at the same time, I swear to God. It's like, oh my God, you can't even plan this shit, but they do. And I complain about it. They have 7, 8, 9 games in the early session and then 3. And I understand why. It's because those 3 games we have to watch commercials. But you can't, and you won't, and you don't stop. You can't, and you won't, and you don't stop. Can't make me watch commercials. Unless you know, I love the Peyton Manning, all the Geico, the Gecko's cool, the Caveman, hilarious. If you're going to spend money on commercials, I say the same shit week after week quite a bit. For those of you that don't watch. If you're going to spend money on commercials, just make them so we want to watch them. Not Expensia with a butterfly. Expensia. Don't take Expensia if you're allergic to Expensia. Side effects of Expensia may include penis falling off, death, dumbness, blindness. Expensia. But you'll be able to leave the house. What's up with Jonathan Taylor, bro? Shane Steichen, you're an offensive guy. Weren't you the O coordinator for the Eagles? How does he have 11 carries, bro? Tell me. Nick, Schmitty, tell me. I don't get it. Don't Levis it up. I love the NFL, though. I do. It's such a toxic relationship. It does. It helps me get a lot of my negative and just stored up, just from childhood, even just get it out. I might break another TV one of these days. What if you just gathered a bunch of TVs that are broken and you could just smash them? Have it next to your real TV and you can just throw a hammer through the fake TV. When your guy drops a 50-yard touchdown pass and you would have won fantasy football, $1,000. Now you get 150 because he couldn't score from the 1-yard line. And now you're in the 4th place game. Oh, man. And your favorite team. And that's all you did as a kid. I love NFL. Illegal formation kills. Illegal motion kills. Illegal procedure kills. I don't know which is worse. I think 85-yard touchdown and illegal procedure because the tackle wasn't covered up. Too many men in the backfield because your offensive tackle is like 2 inches too far back. Unless you're KC, it's fine. Go Panthers. I got an issue with going for 2. You know, I would take away the goalpost and you have to go for 2 and there's no field goals. But since it's there and it's, it's a little longer than it was, but they're getting, it's probably 90-some% again. It's a hell of a lot easier than that 2 yards. Lots of moments. It used to be you go for 2 only when you had to. And now I can understand certain situations a little bit more, but when in the fuck is it in the analytics that you're down 14 points and you score a touchdown? Now you're down 8, kick the extra point, you're down 7. No. Now analytics says go for 2. Even in the second quarter, if you want to go for 2 to win the game, kick the extra point now and go for 2 later. Now you're just chasing the 2. Every time I see it, who's analytics? Where do they get this shit? And as I always say, it's just a crutch for shitty ass coaching. It's what the book said. I don't know, not on me, man. Where'd you get this book? Did Sam Smith dig it out of the backyard in 1852 and move to Utah? So Washington scores with 3 minutes left. They're down 3 or 7 or whatever. You look up, 2 timeouts left. Way to kill momentum as well. Yes, it sure is when you go for 2. Thank you, sh&t. So you look up Washington, 2 timeouts left. You cannot burn timeouts in the second half, period. I don't care. Take the delay of game. Don't waste the shit on a 4-yard gain and try to challenge something that's not 100%. Because you need 3 timeouts at the end of the game, period. I mean, if you got 10 guys on D and there's a wide open receiver over here and he's going to score a bomb, okay, maybe take a timeout. Oh, and by the way, did you know only an NFL head coach can call a timeout unless you're the Swifts? In soprano, it's okay. That's why I call him soprano. Kaimi Fairbairn missed a 28-yarder to tie the game, just crumples down in a ball. That's a kicker. 7 games, 7 commercials. What I'm at, 47 minutes. We can go a little longer, people. Brother Richie, live from the middle of the Pacific Ocean. This is your backseat quarterback. We're on page 8. No, we're not. We're on page 9. Because this one goes to 11. They called pass interference on Kansas City, on the Swifts. No way, it's a Christmas miracle right before Thanksgiving. Actually, I think they're trying to make it not so obvious. I saw quite a few calls against the KC Swifts. You just wait for the playoffs, though. And I've been preaching this, and I promise you this. If KC's in the Super Bowl and there's no shenanigans, and they deserve it, I will watch the Super Bowl. If Kansas City Swifts are in the Super Bowl and there's shenanigans and there's shit, if Baltimore just doesn't run the ball against them, or there's a shitty INT call, or Mahomes runs toward the sideline and nobody wants to touch him, then he cuts up field, take his fucking head off, please, next time. Any of that shit happens and KC Swifts are in the Super Bowl, I promise you, I'll even make a petition. Who's coming with me? I will not watch the Super Bowl. I'll go on a nice hike with Emma Lunny. I have all the games taped. If they win or if they lose, I will watch the game again, twice. If the KC Chiefs Swifts are in the Super Bowl due to shenanigans, I will not watch the Super Bowl. And if they win, I will not watch one highlight. I will not watch any Sports Center. Anything I see, I will turn the shit off and not see one play of the Super Bowl in perpetuity. Unless some miracle thing, you know, I might see a highlight. I will not watch the Super Bowl if the Swifts are in there and they don't deserve it. I promise. This is my promise to you. Then very excited for the day after the Super Bowl. High noon with Brother Richie coming at you. I might go every day. It's just a sports talk show, interviews, you know, action show. Noon Hawaiian time, starting February 10th. Got my girl Mignon working on a high noon logo too. So February 10th, I shut down backseat quarterback till next football season. Not pods will still be going strong. Win, lose, or draw. Carolina, great job. You're not a pushover anymore. I'm so proud of you. Wee man. Little giant? I just froze up. Wee man, Little Giant. Tennessee's up 3, 3rd and 5 with 1:40 left. Houston has 1 timeout left. Incomplete pass. Got to run the ball. 3rd and 5. 1:40. You're up 3. Houston only has 1 timeout left. That's a game. You need a game management assistant coach. 24/7 full-time. You need a clock management assistant coach 24/7 full-time. That's when he pushes the button and says, Coach, 3rd down and 5, this has to be a running play, period. Get the first down or not. They have to burn their last timeout. Having 1 timeout with 1:30 left in a drive or having 0 is a huge difference. That's a 20, 30-yard pass across the middle that you can do 3 plays across the middle if you have 1 timeout. You got 1 play across the middle if you have no timeouts. Then you can guard the sidelines. It's just situations like that. I'm hiring, if I own an NFL team, I'm hiring 2 assistant coaches full-time, 366 days a year in a leap year. Clock management coach, every single situation you can think of with the clock and downs. Game management coach, every single, you just study all year round, and when the shit happens, hit the button, you're in the right to the head coach or the OC or the DC. NFL expectations, up here, just delivers every week. And the next time, little bitch, Mahomes, next time that little fucker goes to the sideline, I watched it again. He did it again against Carolina. I watched it 6, 7 times in a row, and I see the DBs all pussy, but like, I don't know, can I hit him? Just take his fucking head off and take the penalty and the fine. Hit the fucker out of bounds, bro. Quentin Johnson was terrible last night, by the way. I thought that shit was over. The drops. That guy should be so great. Yeah, Jack, whatever. He's kicking our ass. I don't talk much fantasy, but I'll give it up to Jack. 84-yard touchdown pass. Terry McLaurin. That looked kind of rigged, too. Guys running away from him. It's like Moses. I don't know. Did that game have to go to overtime or something? But I guess Sieber didn't get the memo. Lots of weird stuff. Block kicks. 2 kick returns in the 4th quarter for Dallas. Weird day. San Francisco, your backup quarterback, have a scheme. Maybe your scheme shouldn't be that we only give the ball to CMC 11 times. Oh, my God. We're just smarter. Nick, Schmitty, Austin, Matt, Philly. We're smarter than these guys. Or it's just that rigged. It's one or the other. Nobody can be this dumb unless they're just that dumb. Can Kenneth Walker get some carries? 5-minute challenges. Oh, that's going to be another 5 minutes, and upon further review, we had to call Vegas, make sure, they had to look into some more stuff. Okay, they said Vegas says it's a catch. Took 5 minutes. Jordan Love got to stop the turnover machine. Kyler Murray, come on, bro. And I'm going to tell you this. If I play Kyler Murray, he sucks. Can't be worried about a guy getting hurt when you're 5 and 6. CMC, give him 25 carries. I don't care. If he's playing, he's playing. If he's not, he's not. Took 2/3 of the year off. If I play Kyler Murray in fantasy, he sucks. If I play, and then Kirky Cousins goes off. If I play Kirky, he sucks, and Murray goes off. So starting this week, it's going to be opposite, though. I'm going to pick the right guy. I promise. Living in abundance and gratitude, prosperity and love and light. Arizona, get 1 fucking yard. And sometimes Kyler doesn't even care. Sometimes he looks great, and sometimes it's like, big fucking deal. Okay. One of the last things I saw. When it's 2-minute drill and you're down 7, you got to score. Stay in the same formation. Complete a pass, and then you got the guy going over here. It's like you're calling a whole different set. You call 5 plays where all in this, the receivers go to the exact same spot. I can't remember who I need to maybe be a little more specific, but it's true. And they completed a pass out of or inbounds, and they're running up. It was a 30-yard play, but then they're all scattered around. And this guy that caught the pass that lined up over here, now he's trying to line up over here. You're X, you're Y, you're Z for the whole 2-minute drill and get to the same spot. Or if you see he crossed over, then you go there. But there's 3 spots, and whoever's closest, just go. Okay, I love the Harbaugh. Sunday night, couple things. Saquon's been tackled at the 1-yard line 7 times. And Hurts has 9 tush-push touchdowns. If he had those 7 touchdowns, MVP. Should be MVP anyway. No quarterback this year. Give it to Hurts. Or give it to Saquon or Henry. And then how do you decline a penalty? Oh, no, they're going for it. No, I'll take it. That's a weird one. Love the Harbaugh. Love them both. Don't want to talk about much about that. Ladd McConkey's still my favorite 12-year-old. He's awesome, but he looks 12. And don't give it to Darius Davis or Hassan Haskins, please. Give it to J.K. Dobbins. Love you guys. That's about it. I'm going to go run, dump off, whatever. Love you guys. Been a blast. I will see you next time on The Spirit of Sports presents Backseat Quarterback featuring Brother Richie. Aloha. Aloha.